Want to maybe give something here that I think can be truly unique in our approach. I think one thing that we're bringing kind of to the space is the integration of fitness and nutrition. If you're struggling with a compulsive behavior, what at its core is that? That's a lack of self-control, self-leadership. But if we can learn to develop self-control in other areas of our life, we can begin to identify as somebody that has control. Then we could take that identity, redirect it into the path to pursuing or transcending our porn addiction. So one of the things that we do very early on in our coaching program, and it's been very helpful for me as well, is a prolonged fast of 48 hours, literally 2 days.
That.
I want you to go without food because I think there's a lot that comes out of that. If you never, most people have gone 24 hours. There's at some point in your life where you've gone an entire day without food. So that's why I want you to extend a little bit further out. But you're going to get to a point, usually towards the end of that first day, where you do get hungry. Not ravishly hungry where like I want to eat my arm off or anything. And if that is the case, you probably have some blood sugar issues, then maybe you want to get that in check first before continuing down the fast. But you're going to feel like an urge to eat. You know, your brain's going to send you a signal. There's dopamine like associated with eating. So your brain's going to be like, hey, go give us these things that you're always giving us at the time. Quickly though, what you'll learn is if you can learn to suppress that hunger, that drive, that need for food is going to go away very, very quickly. And oftentimes you're going to feel a whole lot better in your ability to control yourself. Now that can become a part of your identity. Now I'm developing the skill set and ability to self-control, self-regulate myself. So if you're working down the path of overcoming your pornography addiction, most guys, it's easy in the first week or two, especially if you join a program or like you hired a coach or something. It's like, I'm doing something new now. There's adrenaline. There's other guys involved. Like I feel the support. It's usually week 3 to week 6 where the urges get too much for men to actually be able to control them. But if you had that internal thought of like, well, what I did with the fasting thing, let me just try some of these other things. Let me take my mind off. Let me go outside for a walk. Quickly, that urge is going to go away, right? Like the urge is just a feeling in the moment. You don't have to entertain it, and it's going to go away. So I think that's a real practical tool that I don't hear a lot of people talking about is the ability of using fasting as a tool to develop self-control, discipline, and willpower.
I wholeheartedly agree. And you're the only guy I listen to. I'm not putting anybody down. I listen to a lot of coaches and other programs. And frankly, Frank, you're the only person other than myself that I know that teaches that. I love intermittent fasting. I do extended fast as well. And I totally agree because if we're able to control the food part, then it becomes easier to control the porn part because we're controlling our body, just exactly like you're saying.
You're conquering the demon, conquering the dragons. And there's a second benefit that I'm just recently really beginning to understand a whole lot more, and it's connected to the gut-brain axis. So our gut health plays a massive role in our ability to produce neurotransmitters and our overall mental health. Constantly eating junk food every single day, like you have poor gut health. Like you don't eat, I don't even have to ask you that. Like it's just, I just know that. So fasting, especially a 24-hour fast, that will begin to produce some positive changes in your gut microbiome, in your gut health. And just that in of itself is going to produce more clarity, more focus, better neurochemicals throughout your brain. So take care of the gut, the mental health side will follow.